Good afternoon, my dear students. I am very sorry for being a bit late. There have been a few technical glitches which we have just overcome. We shall take care of those issues for the future. Hopefully, on every day we shall be able to start at 12:30. So, today we shall discuss the Hindu dated December 16. Let me take it for granted that you all have gone through the newspaper very well, and you are prepared for some of the objective type of multiple choice questions that I would give you during the session. So, let us begin. Farmers protest chalks units in Bahadurgarh industrial cluster. Of course, farmers have sieged most of the roads to Delhi. So, the industrial clusters in nearby states have also been affected because of the stoppage on truck movements. So, please read, all these things are very important, how the nation is going to settle the issue of farmers. On one side, the farmers say that they cannot accept anything less than total repeal of the laws passed by the parliament. The government says that it is willing for concessions. So, where are they going to make the meeting point is what the nation is curiously looking forward to. Caste, community do not matter, falling in love is not a crime. This news has reference to the arrest of a man and his brother for marrying a girl of another religion. As per the latest act of the UP state government, police have registered a case against the man. So, the girl now openly says that she has the right to love and marry the person of her choice. So, she does not mind what religion or beliefs that the man keeps. So, how can a legislation possible on personal relations? That is the larger question. We have to make sure that the sanctity of a law can be upheld only when customs and beliefs accept them, but you cannot make a law against customs or beliefs, and of course personal relations, because there is a constitutional right to choose a person whom one should marry. So, it is a constitutional right, it is a fundamental right. So, now what is going to happen is that this particular law will be tested for its constitutionality. A few other states, like if my memory seems to go by, Haryana is on the way to pass a law, UP has already passed the law, and a few more states are thinking about passing such laws. But whether those laws will test the test of constitutionality is that everyone is looking at. I am going to give you a question, please do this question. Who among the following headed the committee that was constituted to suggest measures on effective implementation on reservation policies in IITs? Mind you, IITs are institutions of national importance. So, your time is up. Who among the following headed the committee that was constituted to suggest measures on effective implementation of reservation policies? Please give me the answers. Yes. Yes, okay, the answer is correct. It is Ram Gopal Rao. He is the director of IIT Delhi. The answer is correct. Good. So let us move on to the next news. Scrap quotas for IIT faculties, says the ministry panel. This is what we did as a question. A committee constituted by the Union Ministry of Education suggest measures for effective implementation of reservation policies in IITs has recommended that these institutions be exempted from following the policies in faculty recruitment. Listen, reservation is a compensation given to certain sections for the failure on the part of the government to provide the level playing field. So reservation has got its own justification, but reservation should not be given in national institutions of or institutions of national importance. This may block those institutions to reach the level of international institutions. If you take the top 200 universities in the world, there may not be even a single institution from India, including the IITs, maybe one or two at some point of time, one or two got into. But this is the plight of international, this is the plight of Indian educational institutions when it compared to the international institutions. So the committee suggests that reservation policies or these institutions must be exempted from implementing the reservation policies. That is, the panel has recommended. So we have to wait and see how the government, these are only recommendations to the government. Now how the government will act on it is something that we have to seriously look at. So we have already answered the question on this, who was the chairman of or the headed the committee that made the recommendations to the suggestions to the government on the matter. Law Ministry not sought on postal ballots for NRIs. Presently, only the citizens who are residing in India can vote, and not overseas citizens. Indian citizens who are working abroad, they cannot vote. Of course, people who are working on diplomatic missions can vote. So this is a landmark decision that the Election Commission is looking forward to. From the next upcoming Legislative Assembly elections, which will take place in the month of May-June 2021, the Election Commission plans to implement voting rights, to provide voting rights to overseas Indian citizens. So it has communicated the matter to the ministries concerned. Now the government has to take the final call on that. So once this comes, overseas Indian citizens who are working abroad will get voting right. They can sit there and vote. How is it going to happen? The modus operandi and all will be designed later by the Election Commission. Okay, so that is the news all about. Mild moderation. Inflation, if unchecked, can hamper the nascent economic recovery. Listen, what is inflation? Inflation means it is continuous rise in price. That is what is called inflation. If prices are continuously going up, the situation is called inflation. Price movements, prices are never steady, they move upward and downward, northwards and southwards. So if prices are continuously coming down, it is called deflation, which is really dangerous to the economy. If prices are going up steadily, it is called inflation. If high inflation with high unemployment is called stagflation, the next level, and the highest level or the level where nobody can control, it is called hyperflation or hyperinflation. So these are the four stages of inflation: deflation, inflation, stagflation, and hyperflation or hyperinflation. So slowly things are going up in India, prices are going up in India. The Reserve Bank of India was given the mandate to keep inflation between 4 to 6%. Inflation is necessary to some extent. If inflation matches with the growth, if it does not erode the savings of people, then it is okay. But if inflation goes beyond the level, then it will paralyze the economy. Inflation tolerance limit that was given, mandated to the Reserve Bank of India, is 4 to 6%, meaning it should not go below 4 or it should not go above 6. But thanks to X, Y, Z reasons, the retail inflation level in India is more than 6% now. That is a cause of worry, because the government has to provide some stimulus packages. When government, to revive the economy from the perils of the COVID-19 pandemic and the related closing down of the economy. So government needs to give lot of stimulus package, but once a stimulus package comes into effect, immediately the inflation will also go up, because people will have more money with them, they will start chasing more goods, which will fuel the inflation. So government is in a real dilemma whether to infuse more money into the economy, infuse more credit through the banks to the economy and revive the economic activity, or to contain inflation. So government is in a stalemate now. So this article speaks about that inflation, if unchecked, can hamper the nascent economic recovery. Inflation will eat people's savings. Inflation will erode the real worth of money. So the purchasing power of people will be negatively affected if inflation goes uncontrolled. Please read the articles. This is the second question to you. The following question is based on the 5th National Family Health Survey NFHS 5 released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Name the only state where access to internet among men and women is almost equal. Name the state. Please answer. I require your answers quickly. The time is up. Let the answers come. I have given you more than what is needed. Please quick. Oh yes, I have started getting the answers. Yes, the answer is Sikkim. The 5th option, Sikkim, is correct. Good that many people answered. Thank you. So I am proceeding. From a digital India to digital Bharat. See, this is a good readable article. Day before yesterday we speak about PM Vani. So I am sorry, it is going to increase the digital connectivity. PM Vani is going to be the new avatar of the old public call offices. During the 80s and 90s, up to 90s, there were a lot of public call offices. Telephone was a luxury then. Many people did not have telephones. Then in every nook and corner of the country we could locate public call offices. So now, you know, the telephone penetration in India has gone up with the advancement of mobile technology. Now India is one of the countries which has the biggest telephone access. It has almost crossed almost 100 crore. So many people have got telephones. So PCOs are no longer there. They had their own natural death. Now it is going to be internet hubs, which is called PM Vani. So from a digital India to digital Bharat, PM Vani project seems to fit within the framework of an evolving decentralized concept to bridge the E-divide. E-divide meaning people who are having access to e-gadgets, electronic gadgets and the benefits of electronic gadgets, and people who do not have. So PM Vani is going to be a game changer. That is what the article says. PM Vani is going to be a sure shot for your examination. We already discussed it once. Vice Admiral Srikanth passes away in Delhi, one of the senior most military official who passed away due to COVID. He was about to retire on December 31. So he was one of the biggest casualties of COVID, the pandemic. We are starting another question. The Union government has decided to set up a museum in Kolkata as a part of the commemoration of the 125th birth anniversary of whom? So let us, please give me the answer quickly. Let the answers come. These are all going to be sure shots for your examination, upcoming exams. Yes, Subhash Bose is correct, Subhash Chandra Bose, the fourth option is correct. Good, good, good. I am proceeding further. Netaji Museum planned in Calcutta for his 125th birth anniversary. As a part of the Netaji commemoration, Netaji Subhash Bose 125th birth anniversary in 2022, the Union Cultural Ministry is planning a museum in Calcutta and an exhibition at the Victoria Memorial and cultural performances. Listen, Victoria Memorial is also in Calcutta, very important. When these things come in limelight, immediately you should take down, because they may become questions for your examinations. So I am proceeding. Recently, Joseph Biden has been elected the dasheth President of the United States of America. What is his position as the President of the United States of America in ordinal? Is he the 42nd or 43rd or 44th or 45th or 46th? Yes, let the answers come. Very important. Yes, I am start getting answers. Of course, he is the 46th President of the United States of America. He is the 46th President of the United States of America. The answers to most of you are correct. Vishnu, it is 46th President. I am proceeding further. American democracy proved to be resilient, says Joe Biden. Of course, yesterday it was formally announced that the electoral college results were announced. Joe Biden has won the election formally. It was declared formally. So he got 306 electoral college vote. In one of the previous days, we discussed how the American president is made, how the American president is elected. We discussed in detail about American presidential election. People vote for electoral college votes, and the electoral college will finally decide. So if my memory is anything to go by, Joe Biden won 306 electoral college vote against 232 to his rival, the President Donald Trump. So anyway, he is finally elected the President of the United States of America. On January 20, 2021, he will assume his new White House Oval Office. We shall do another question. The US has invoked CAATSA sanctions against which country for its purchase of S-400 missile defense system from Russia? Yes, let the answers come. America has invoked CAATSA against which country? Okay, good, good, that I am getting answers. Excellent. The answer is Turkey. Turkey is the nation against which America has imposed CAATSA. We shall discuss CAATSA soon. US imposed CAATSA sanctions on Turkey over S-400 purchase. I'm sorry. CAATSA means Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act. Countering America's adversaries through Sanctions Act. The name itself speaks about the intent of the act. If American interest is adversely affected by actions of any other country, immediately America may invoke CAATSA and penalize that nation. So once CAATSA is imposed, then Turkey will not be able to get any financial favor or other favors from United States of America. What was the reason or what is the provocation on the part of Turkey? Turkey decided to purchase the new defense shield S-400 missile defense shield system from Russia. So immediately America invoked CATSA. So what is CATSA? This was asked for your examinations previously, countering America's advisories through Sanctions Act. Purchase of Russian arms is in particular interest to Delhi, which is also proposing to buy it from Moscow. Listen, India has also, it has got certain Indian connection also. India is also proposing to buy the S-400 missile system from Russia. So when Turkey purchased S-400, immediately America invoked CATSA. Now when India is also moving ahead with its plans to purchase S-400 from United States of America, sorry, from Russia. So whether CATSA will be used against India is something that we are looking forward to with keen interest. I am proceeding further. Boko Haram is a jihadist group, operates in the country of. The next question, Boko Haram. Yes, the time is up. Yes, the time is up. What is the answer? Please quickly. Oh yes, good, 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 good. I am getting responses. The answer is correct. It is Nigeria. Yesterday we spoke about kidnapping of 400 children or 400 children. There is no information about 400 children in a school in Nigeria's Katsina state. So Boko Haram has taken responsibility for the kidnapping of those 400 children from the school. Boko Haram claims kidnapping. Boko Haram on Tuesday claimed it was behind the abduction of hundreds of students in the northwestern Nigeria in what appears to be a major expansion of the jihadist group's activities into new areas. So very important, the life of hundreds of students is under stake. Jihadist group Boko Haram has kidnapped 400 students from a school. So the international community, how is it going to react to such an issue, and how the national government of Nigeria will react are things that we all are looking at. Yes, in finance, SIP stands for Dash Investment Plan. What is SIP? What is SIP? Is it surge, severe, systematic, stimulus or safe? That is a question. Please answer. Let the answers come. Okay, one or two more may come, please, quick. Yes, the answer is systematic investment plan. Listen, what is systematic investment plan? Systematic investment plans are provided by different mutual funds. There, if you invest in their SIP, we can make periodical investment. The benefit of SIP is that people will get the benefits of averaging. We know that stock prices sometimes go up and sometimes come down. Suppose every month I am investing 10,000 rupees in one of the SIPs, say Tata Infrastructure Fund. I am investing in Tata Infrastructure Fund, which is one of the SIP plans by SIP plans in India. So every month I am investing 10,000 rupees. So when the share prices go up, I will get fewer units. The number of units I will be able to purchase will be less. But I do not mind, because share prices are on the moving northwards, because even though the number of units that I could purchase is limited, the share value is up. Now next month when I invest 10,000, the share value is down, but I don't mind, I will be able to buy more shares, more units I will be able to buy. So I will get the benefit of averaging. That's the beauty of systematic investment plan. So I hope you have understood basically about what SIPs are. SIPs are systematic investment plans. SIP inflows hit 31-month low at 7,302 crore in November. People who invest in SIPs are generally people who are salarieds or fixed monthly income people, or people having moderate income with themselves. But unfortunately, thanks to COVID and the subsequent lockdown of the economy, people do not have enough funds with them. That is why investments in SIPs touched the nether. So the article says, the write-up says that SIP inflows hit 31st month low at 7,302 crore in November. In November, it has touched the minimum, raw bottom, 7,302 crore, which is the lowest in the last 31 month. Okay, you need not take down this, these are all not going to come for your examination, but you must be familiar with SIP. And you must understand that SIP, the benefit of SIP is that investors will get the benefit of averaging. Okay. So I am proceeding. Government must unveil stimulus to spur demand, MPs panel. The members of parliament panel on industry has asked the government to announce a stimulus package focused on generating demand, stressing that its response so far have focused only on supply side. This was the complaint against the stimulus packages of the government. They have looked only at the supply side. They have given tax benefits to companies, they have given provident fund contribution concessions to companies. So companies were favored heavily. That was to support the industry or the supply side. They have asked banks to give more funds. The government has asked banks to fund profusely the industry. So all those were supply side measures. But to create demand in the economy, people must have funds. People at the bottom of the pyramid must have funds with them, cash with them. That is why many of the economists have been demanding the government. Now the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Industry has asked the government the same thing, ensure that people have funds in their hands, so that they will buy things and it will create demand in the economy, and the economic activity can be taken back on track. Please read. 2022 Women's Cricket World Cup will be held in. Where will it be conducted? The 2022 Women's Cricket World Cup. Sorry. Yes, let the answers come. Okay. A few more, please. Yes, it is New Zealand. The 2022 Women's Cricket World Cup will be held in New Zealand. Who among the following is the Indian women's cricket team captain? Is it Smriti Manthana, Harmanpreet Kaur, Jhulan Goswami, Mansi Joshi, or Mithali Raj? Vishnu, it is New Zealand. Yes, the time is up. Quickly. Let the answers come. Who is the Indian women cricket team captain? Very good. The correct answer is the fifth option, Mithali Raj. This 2022 Women's World Cup dates are announced. This is a news please take down. It is going to be in New Zealand, and this is India's schedule. Of course, these things are less important, but the information that the 2022 Cricket World Cup, Women's Cricket World Cup is going to be in New Zealand is very important. Who among the following will be the chief guest of the 2021 Republic Day Parade? A sure shot for your examination, very, very important, very, very important. Is it Vladimir Putin or Begum Sheikh Hasina or Boris Johnson or Emmanuel Macron or Justin Trudeau? Vladimir Putin is the president of Russia, Begum Sheikh Hasina is the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Boris Johnson is the Prime Minister of England, Emmanuel Macron is the President of France, and Justin Trudeau is the Prime Minister of Canada. Okay, correct answer is Boris Johnson. Most of you got it correct. Good. This is a very important question for your examination. The following question is again based on the 5th National Family Health Survey. We did a question based on that, released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Pick out among the following the most correct information with regard to the survey report. I shall give you more than 15 seconds to this question because you have got something to read. There is a decline in nutritional status of children under the age of 5. Female sterilization is dominant. Anemia being much higher among women compared to men. There is an increase in teenage pregnancies. There is an increase in child marriage. Spousal violence has increased in almost every state. Yes. Anemia, ANEMIA. Yes. Give me the answer. My dear students, you may please give me the answer. Rose says it is option 4. What is that? All except E. Perfect. It is correct. The answer is all except E. Spousal violence has declined in almost every state. Very good. So the answer is the 4th option. I am moving further. The next G7 summit will be held in where is the next G7 group of 7 nations, group of 7 industrialist nations, rich nations to be held at? Yes, it is going to be held in, very important, Indian Prime Minister is invited by the host country to attend the summit. Indian Prime Minister is invited by the host country to attend the summit. India is not a member of G7, but India is welcomed to attend this host country. Yes, the answer is Lenin. It is going to be held in England. Paris is the capital of France, London, England, Washington, USA, Ottawa, Canada, and Bonn, Germany. Okay, but the answer is London. The presidential years is a memoir written by, is it written by Pranab Mukherjee or Gyani Sail Singh or Pratibha Patil or Ramnath Govind or K.R. Narayanan? What is the answer? Presidential years will be published very soon. There are certain controversies going on. The publishers have already revealed some of the experts of the presidential years memoir. Yes, the answer is Pranab Mukherjee. Yesterday, Pranab Mukherjee's son has come against the authors. He has demanded the authors to release the manuscript of the presidential years before it is officially published. Okay, good. Thank you very much for attending our session today, and I'm very sorry for being late. It was because of some of the technical glitches that we had. We shall definitely conduct it exactly at 12:30, 12:30 from tomorrow. Make sure that you all participate. Please encourage your friends to participate. We can make it a mega success. The best utility of the program must be had or will be had only if you read the newspapers and attend the program. That is why we make it the next day. Today's newspaper will be reviewed the next day, so that you will get enough time to read the newspapers, make your own notes, then check how many correct answers you get, or how comprehensive your reading was. That is one way to improve your reading and quality of your reading. So thank you very much. We shall meet again at 3 o'clock with another session. Of course, that will be on quantitative aptitude. Goodbye.